And of course, as we talk about these wildfires, we've also talked about some of the crews that will now be heading to places like Texas to help battle these flames. We do know that crews from Arizona are actually on the ground right now, some of them being deployed for weeks at a time to help with that firefighting effort. This morning, we actually heard from one of them. He's actually an engine captain who works in Douglas, but he left for Texas last week, and he said that they expect to be there until about March 14th, and he kind of gave a press briefing on some of the conditions that they're experiencing and just some of their efforts to help fight fires there on the ground. One of the biggest things, of course, is that the terrain in Texas is a lot different than the terrain that we see here in Arizona.
Pretty much what we're getting is it's hot and dry, but the winds are like we had on Saturday and Sunday and most of yesterday were gusts up to 35, sustained at 25. And with the fuel here, it's like cornflakes. Everything's pretty dry, So they had a pretty good winter. So they had a lot of green up and a lot of growth, and now it's all dried out, and they haven't picked up the moisture to make it where they could stop it with those kind of winds. It's running fast, and I think the only saving grace is a lot of the roads and 2-tracks and the dozer work. But most of it, you're just not going to be able to catch it. You anchor in and start working it, but you're going to have. They've been doing some burnouts and stuff that's helped them some, but the fire's moving, and I can't even say 30, maybe 20 to 30 chains per minute with the wind gusts and the push, the way it's pulsing. I think the biggest difference for us is that with it being terrain driven like it is, it's all flat. There's no mountains, and the terrain itself is kind of sandy. So it's really tougher for the Type 6s to get around. We have some of that in southern Arizona, and we do have a lot of grass fires, but the way this is moving you can get some shifts and stuff with mountains and different things where you can help contain before it starts running up a mountain. Here it's just flat. I mean, there's nothing in front of it to stop it unless it's jumping roads and just extreme. With as dry as it is and as hard as the winds are pushing, you just can't get ahead of it.